Good afternoon, Fatia.
Hi, Lip. What's up?
Nothing. I just wanna ask you that have you checked the speaking for transactional course in LMS? What do you think
Yes,
about it?
I have. Yes, I have. I think this course is going to be a lot more challenging than previous speaking course that we had in last semester.
I couldn't agree more with you. It is not going to just merely about speaking in general, but we are going to learn more about how to express ourselves in certain transactional situations.
Wait, can you explain what kind of situation that are considered as a transactional?
Sure. So, transactional situations are those situations where there are interactions that focus on getting something to be done rather than maintaining the interactions themselves. Examples of them are ordering beverages in a cafe, or bargaining vegetables in a traditional market, or even buying a new phone in an electronic store.
No, I got it. So learning how to communicate properly during transactions in this course, right?
Exactly.
I'm gonna love this since I have followed many foreign stores in Shopee. Perhaps it will teach me how to bargain effectively with those foreign merchants.
Now, that is also another practical example. Well done. So, tell me, Fatia, could you name one particular skill that we need if we want to communicate properly and effectively with English, especially for transactions?
I think it should be the ability to control our word choices to specify our message in particular transactional situation.
Hmm?
And to achieve this, I think we should enrich our vocabulary by reading more literature or watching videos that are considered as a transactional conversation.
Well, that's a really good point. I agree with you. But I want to add one more thing. Since the whole point of transactions are to get something to be done, I think one of the most important skill that we have to master is the ability to express our needs and intentions effectively, so the other person can clearly understand what we want, and thus making the transaction process becomes more smoother.
Yes, I agree with you. Yeah. Well said. Now that you mention it, have you listened to the songs that our lecturer put in our LMS?
Yes. One of them is my favorite song, Intention by Justin Bieber. I've always been a huge fan of Justin anyway.
So you're a fanboy, huh? That's rare.
Yeah.
Anyway, what can you learn from its song?
Hmm. I think both of them act as an opening section for our first materials in this course. Because the titles of the song said it clearly, we are going to learn more about how to express future intentions and our needs.
All right. By the way, frankly speaking about intention and needs, do you know the difference between them?
Your questions are getting more and more critical. I actually know what they are, but it's hard for me to put it up in sentences. So could you explain it for me?
I'll explain it to you. So the difference between them is that intention involves having a purpose, and
Okay.
that implies that purpose affects in one special way.
Mm-hmm.
While needs, on the other hand, it's something that you need to survive that you can live without. So intention can be involved in your daily needs.
I see. So if I were to simplify this, intentions are just something that drives us to do things, right? While our
Yeah,
needs is something or stuff that we need in our life. That if we don't
yeah,
have it, then we won't be able to live normally, right? Now I
yes,
understand. Thank you.
yeah.
Anyway, anyway, in our LMS there are 5 videos available, right? So I want to ask you something about among those 5 videos, which one is your favorite and your least favorite? And could you tell me why?
My favorite would be the fourth video about 7 steps to communicate properly and effectively. Because it was straight to the point, the way and the steps seems applicable and makes sense. And importantly, it was specific.
Okay.
And for my list video, it would be the last one by Katie Martin that
Mhm.
she opened the video with a solid point that she telling us how to spot what kind of speakers that are we dealing with, and categorizing them. But
Mhm.
then as the video goes, all I get from her video, it was just about getting prepared, that she doesn't telling us the ways or the specific steps. Yes, she was going back and forth, only talking about getting prepared.
Mhm.
But actually, I appreciate her advice. But because of the factors that I mentioned, she will be the bottom of my favorite video list in our LMS. How about you?
I absolutely agree with you on your least favorite video. I didn't really like Katie Martin's explanation too. She went a lot of she gave us a lot of details in the beginning about what kind of speakers that we're dealing with, right? Um,
Yeah,
but she didn't really provide any solutions for that. It was
yeah,
just
yeah,
a little messy to me for me. But my favorite ones would be the first three of the videos, if I could choose more than one. My reason is because those videos are very informative. From all of those videos, I acquired more insights about what's the difference between the usage of will and going to. So we use will to state our intentions that we make at the moment that we are speaking right now, or it's immediately. For example, like when you ask me when are we going to do the assignment, and I said at the moment I will say, oh, we will do it right now. So I didn't really plan it at all.
yeah.
While we use going to or the present continuous form, we are using that if we already prepare things that we are going to do. For example, when I ask you, so Fatia, when are we going to do the assignment? And you said, perhaps tomorrow because I will have to memorize the text. So you have already something in mind about the assignment. You are going to plan with it, not just immediately saying that you are available to do it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a great thing. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Even though we have different opinions, at least we have the same thing that we can agree about. That is, this course is a very useful skill that we can use in our daily life.
Exactly. That is the main important point of this subject. Transactional speaking skill is really important for us to master because we will be working with English related fields of occupations in the future, right? So we may come across many transactional situations, especially if we are having a dream to work overseas or to pursue our dreams to continue our education, the master education in other countries, and it will be really helpful if we know how to behave and communicate properly when that transactional moment comes for us.
Yeah, that's very informative. I'm already imagining myself bargaining for a cut of beef with a butcher in the busy street of London.
Oh, so you're planning to continue your study to London?
Yeah,
Amen
uh,
for that. I hope you can achieve it.
you
Yeah,
too.
well, it's been a really good conversation, but yeah, do you
Yeah,
think it's an
very
informative conversation?
yeah, I think our conversation this time is very informative.
Well, what I get from this conversation is that transactional situations are something that's very important. That's why we have to learn this course in order to know how to communicate correctly and, of course, effectively during that situation. So I'll see you in next week's meeting for this course. Thank you very
See
much.
you. Thank you. Thank
See you
you.
later.
See you later.
All right. Stop recording.